The Nationals at 2-1 on the young season. The Phillies 1-2.
Tough weekend for the Philadelphia Phillies offensively, but maybe they get right by taking on a team that they handled last year.
You know, look, Taiwan has to right the ship as far as, you know, losing 2 in a row.
The Phillies need not only for him to go some innings tonight, but also for the offense to pick up some offense.
Takes it in, and a leadoff walk drawn by James, his second free pass of the season. Louis just 1 for 14 career against Taiwan Walker, but against the Phillies last year, monster numbers. Hit .371.
Like that. Ooh.
Louis slaps it left side. That's inside the bag, fair. James Wood cruising into third, and Luis Garcia Jr. more ownage of the Phillies, carrying that from 2025 into 2026. 2 in scoring position with nobody down.
Lyle, the only Nationals player to hit safely in each of the first 3 games.
Dalen Lyle will ground one right side. They're going to come to the plate. James Wood slides in. He's safe. Sosa was back. They did not have the infield in. He opted to come home. James Wood slid around the tag, and the Nats are on the board.
You know, I would prefer to see him just take the out.
Runners first and third for C.J. Abrams.
CJ past the third baseman Bohm. It's 2-0 Nats as 4 of the first 5 have reached. CJ's third RBI of the season. Taiwan Walker in his first 3 innings of starts last year, pretty hittable. And the Nats have gotten to him here in the first.
Here's Drew Millis, who is starting tonight for Keibert Ruiz.
The 3-1 hit out to shallow center. Marshbrook back now comes in. He's not going to get there. Tried to deke the runners. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and they're loaded with 1 down, and some more boos coming from the Philly faithful.
And there's still just 1 man down.
Jose Tena's second start of the year as the DH. He went 0 for 2 on Saturday.
Tena, line drive out to center. That'll bring in 1 more. Station to station go the Nats. It's 3-0 here in the first.
First hit of the season, first RBI for Jose Tena as the Bluebirds out here at Citizens Bank in the top of the first. So keep the line moving here for Jorby Bibas.
Swings first pitch as well out to Martian center. Tagging is Abrams. He'll score easily as the throw comes toward third. 4-0 Washington.
Now they'll face a guy who hasn't made an out this year. In fact, has reached base safely in 8 consecutive plate appearances.
Can Joey Wiemer continue to make some history? Ground ball right side. Harper makes the play.
Beat him.
Run into the bag is Wiemer, and he's out by half a step. That's the 3rd out of the inning. They're going to make a play just in case.
Just in case. That's a great job by Edmundo Sosa on that. We're running in, telling Taiwan Walker throw.
All right, so they're going to challenge the call at first. Now, again, I don't think they're going to say that the player will be placed at home or placed back at third because he kept going.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe at first base. The runner at third will return third base.
Oh, boy.
We have bases loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah, so Rob Thompson now is going to come
Washington will
out.
retain their challenge.
Yeah, Rob's not happy either.
You can't argue that a replay. Rob's just been thrown out of the game because he's saying that Millis was around the third base bag. Yes, he looked like he was shutting it down, but was definitively around the third base bag.
But Joey Wiemer now has reached base in 9 straight plate appearances to start a season, tying him with Yogi Berra for the 2nd highest total for any player to begin a season since 1920.
When the base is loaded and 2 down, Walker ready, the 2-2 on the way, and it's taken for a called 3rd strike, and that will do it for the Nationals. 4 runs across, 5 hits.
The 30-year-old left-hander from Orlando, Florida makes his first major league start and his first appearance in the big leagues since September 22nd, 2022. Foster Griffin.
Turner, a fly ball to left. Easy for Dalen Lyle for out number 1.
Schwarber 2 for 13 with a 2-run home run in the series against the Rangers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Hit well to center. It's Joey Wiemer out there, and he'll make the play.
Foster Griffin works a 1-2-3 first inning. Nationals batted 10 in the first inning. They lead the Phillies 4-0.
And the Nationals are making Taiwan Walker work here early on.
That'll load him up with 1 out.
Here's Drew Millis. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Millis gets around 1. That's a fair ball off the glove of Harper. He's going to have a chance to get Abrams, who had to retreat to the bag in case it was caught, but in to score his house. And the Nats get their 5th run.
Yeah, the only thing is if Bryce would have caught this ball in the air, they wouldn't have scored a run.
Right. And ball 4. So it'll bring Wiemer to the plate, who's reached base safely in 9 straight plate appearances to start the year. If you're wondering about the record for that, Carlos Delgado had 10 plate appearances in 2002 with the Blue Jays.
Weimer up the middle. Another Weimer screamer. He's 10 for 10 reaching base to start the season. And he's tied Carlos Delgado back in 2002 for the most consecutive plate appearances reaching base to begin a season.
Well, here's James Wood, who's already been up 3 times, and this is just the 3rd inning. Little tapper over the mound. Edmundo charges, flips to second, off the glove of Trey Turner. And everybody is safe, so Wood will get a fielder's choice. And this has been a disastrous game for the Phils.
Didn't really think it could get uglier, but it has.
And the Nationals have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Ground ball to second. This should be 2. There's 1. And Harper's able to scoop it up, and he's out at first. A run scores.
The Nationals are going to challenge this play at first.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Wow. So now 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and Brady House is the batter.
Grounded left side. Bohm will go to second. Brady House now hustling down the line.
Scoring on the play is Weimer with the 2nd run home in the inning, and it's now the Nationals 7 and the Phillies nothing. Foster Griffin back to work as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swing and a ground ball deflected by Griffin, charging up to get it. Bebos whips a throw to first in time for the out. Griffin deflected it. Bebos had to charge in, pick it up, and get rid of it quickly. And the Nationals get it out with a fine play.
And Trey Turner strikes out. 2nd strikeout for Griffin.
Swinging a high fly ball. Shallow left center. Lyle moving in under it, calling, and he makes the catch for the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Foster Griffin. It's Joey Weimer. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's been on base 10 consecutive plate appearances to start the season in his Nationals career.
Off the very end of the bat, Walker gloves it and makes the play to finally retire Joey Weimer.
1-0 on Wood. Here's the pitch.
Tries to speed him up with the fastball, and James was ready for it.
Go 2.
Takes it the opposite way. He's going to try for 2. Long throw from Kemp, and a good one, but Wood too quick. A 1-out double for James to the opposite field.
Now Don Mattingly on his way to the mound. He's going to take the baseball from Taijuan Walker. Tough first outing for Walker.
And big bad John Bolin is going to be the new pitcher for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. And big bad John gets out of this inning.
Foster Griffin back to the mound. The Nationals lefty carries a 7-0 lead.
Foul tip. 5 strikeouts.
For Foster Griffin. Marsh swings, bloops it towards center. Abrams racing out, going after it. He won't get it. It's a base hit right off the end of the bat. Brandon Marsh with the 3rd hit of the night for the Phillies.
That'll bring in the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand.
That one's hit well out toward left field. Going back is Lyle. It is gone! And the Phillies are finally on the board. It's their 3rd home run of the year. And for Rafael Marchand, he hit 2 last season. He's made it a 7-2 game.
This is starting the 3rd time through the order for Griffin.
Line drive to left field. That'll be an extra base hit for Trey Turner off the Wawa side. And Trey heading over to second base. At least I think it's an extra base hit. It is. The sweet slide of Trey Turner.
That's back-to-back balls hit off the screws.
First double of the year for Trey.
And here's Kyle Schwarber. Well, one swing of the bat here. The game is a little more interesting.
That hit him. That'll put 2 on. Well, Griffin may be getting to his end here.
Harper 0 for 2. He's flied to center and struck out in his 2 plate appearances.
Fly ball deep right field toward the pole. It is foul. Getting closer.
Phillies looking for a big hit from Harper.
Shot back up the middle. Griffin falls to the mound, and Abrams throws out Harper.
And that will do it for the Phillies, who get on the board. But Griffin gets through his 5 innings, and he's qualified for his first win in 6 years in the major leagues.
Foster Griffin gets through 5 innings, has a 5-run lead as Lyle sends one to deep left. Chasing after it down the line and making a heck of a play is Otto Kemp. He gets up, throwing the ball in.
I don't think he had it. There's no way he had it. You don't throw it in like that if you didn't have it.
Ryan Blakeney had an out call down the left field line.
Right here, he's going to get it and then bounces out and he smothers it.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. There was no catch. The runner will remain at second. Washington remain to keep their challenge.
Dan Kaplan is 3 for 3 today. And here's C.J. Abrams.
Ground ball right side. Off the glove of Edmundo. They throw behind the runner to try to get him at third. Crazy uncharacteristic stuff here.
Fielding issues and some decision issues.
Runner goes from first. Ball is looped out toward third. Caught by Bohm. Throws to first. A wacky game and a wacky double play.
Yeah, nothing Abrams can do right there.
So now it's 2 out and Lyle at third and Jose Tena the batter.
Tena grounds one through the right side. That'll bring in another run.
Second run batted to the game for Jose Tena with a clutch 2 out ground ball single through the hole. Runners on the corners, 2 men away, and here comes Joey Wiemer.
Runner takes off from first. The Nationals are going to try and steal a run here. Tena breaks for the plate, and they do it. Bibas shut it down, making his way to second, allowing Tena to come home. And the Nats score 2 in the 6th. A base running clinic by Blake Butera's club.
9-2, Nationals lead it.
But a walk and a hit by pitch, and the lineup turning over to the big boys.
Here's Turner, who's popped to shallow left, struck out, and last time up, doubled into the left field corner.
Pops it out to center. No problem there for Joey Wiemer. Tagging and moving to third is the lead runner, Marsh.
And one away with runners on first and third.
Here's Schwarber.
Half swing, he struck him out. Big out for Brad Lord. Completely fooled Schwarber, tied him up.
Where the Phillies are right now, and there's a lot of guys that are struggling, but you can certainly look at the top 3 in the order.
Yeah. 6 for 47.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle to his right. It's gobbled up by Bibas. He'll throw to first. And Harper is gone, and so are the Phillies. Get their first 2 men on, but can't get him home. And so Alvarado, base is loaded now.
To have an Albie throwing a bunch of pitches.
And the bases are loaded for James Wood. Taken by James, and that'll bring in another run. 4 straight base runners have reached, and the Nationals plate their 10th run. Second time in 4 games they've reached double digits. Talked early in the game about the need for the Nationals to add on after that 4-run first. Garcia will ground one through the right side, and they're not done. 2 more will come in. Wiemer got a great break. He scores from second behind Bibas. 12-2 Nationals, and there's more boos from the Philly faithful.
This is as ugly a game as I think we've seen in a long time.
This is terrible.
Dylan Moore will be the first position player to pitch here in 2026.
His pitch is grounded softly to the second baseman. Sosa has it. He'll throw to second for 1. That's all they'll get. Wood scores. Nationals lead it 13-2.
The pitch swung on, lined hard to right, and Garcia is there. He'll make the play. Sides retired. And we're headed to the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Harper 0 for 4 tonight. 1 for 15 to start the season.
This one stays in the yard, and they only put up 1 hit today between the 3 of them, and the Nationals take a 13-2 win. Foster Griffin, in his first major league start, gets the victory.
It was that kind of game, honestly, where the fans did not come here to see this.